Check, check, check. Is it recording? Have you all heard of a roguelike game before? So a roguelike game is basically a game or genre of gaming where when you die, you completely reset. The only checkpoint you have is at the beginning of the game. So the reason why I bring this up is because Santa Monica Studios, the creators of God of War, created a roguelike DLC for God of War called Valhalla. And this was my first ever introduction to the roguelike genre. To boil down my experience, God of War Valhalla took me about a month to complete, but it's prefaced with the notion that it's going to be challenging and you're going to do multiple runs, but at the end of the day, you're going to sign on that dotted line if you want to play. So the thing about the game is that you get swarmed by enemies, but they get increasingly more difficult the more you play, and the more runs you do, the more comfortable you get. At the end of the day, you find that perfect run, and it's kind of invigorating because you complete the game if you find the perfect run. You know there's a challenge, but yet you say, hell yeah, you sign on that dotted line, and you say, bring it on.
25, Holloway shows some mortality. Big connection late.
But aside from all the success, all the challenges and stuff like that, what I do want to focus on is actually the start of the game. When you click play Valhalla, there's a sense of dread that, oh no, there's this huge challenge ahead of me and I don't know if I can do it. But there's also that little 5% of you that has the belief that, hey, what if we actually make it towards the end? That's gonna be pretty sick. When you find that perfect run, that feeling is unlike any other, I would say. That might be an exaggeration, but that's how I feel. So with all of that to say that, life is kind of like that right now. But instead of the game God of War, it's the game of life. This week has been absolutely mental. It's been so insane, the amount of work the amount of things that are going on in my life right now, that when I entered this week, I kind of knew what challenges were ahead of me, but I still signed on that metaphorical dotted line. Well, God of War, the main point of that game is to defeat your enemies to get to the end. My enemy this week was prioritization of tasks. There were so many things happening, whether it's checkups, whether it's work, whether it's YouTube, whether it's personal life, so much so that it feels like what's happening this week and what's going to happen next week pales in comparison to all the stuff that I did throughout 2024 so far. I had that 5% in me, the same way in God of War I had that 5%, where I believe that I could, one, get through the whole week and the next week, but also to see how well I get through these challenges. Because I believe that, even though it's challenging, I'll make it through. So that was the checkpoint, and this is the end of the week. I'm beat, man. Like, I don't feel like doing anything. I wasn't even planning on making this video this week. I was gonna make something completely different, and actually contemplating not even posting this week because I was just so beat. I was gonna play Fallout 4 for like the 6th time today. But yet I'm here making this video. And there's still 1,000 things to do and 1,000,000 things planned. But I think regardless, I still have that 5% in me that believes that, hey, this is the right thing to do. You shouldn't be making this video. And even though everything has gone to shit and things are more busy than ever, I think I'm still gonna put a bit more trust into that 5%. Whether you want to call it like positivity, optimism, belief, I think that 5% is the reason why I got through this week with a high enough energy to do things like make this video. I just want to cap off this video by saying, hey Jensen, sometimes 5% is all you need. You trusted in that belief and it got you from the beginning of this week, one of the most hectic weeks of the year so far, and it got you here where you're making this video. You still have that belief in you still have that excitement, and I want you to put a little bit more trust in it. And sometimes that belief will speak up, and you better fucking listen, because most of the time he's right. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next week. There's a few videos that I've planned for these upcoming weeks that I want to put a bit more effort into it. Less talking, more experiential, to say the least. So tune in for that. So thank you, and see you guys next time. Bye.